Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to say call Alayim Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, B'Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone that taught us this truth. Double honors to them. Shalom and salutations to the hopeful elect Akim out there, spreading the gospel throughout the four corners of the earth in sincerity and truth, and presenting your body as a living sacrifice as the scriptures teach us to do. Shalom to the very few sisters that do listen up as well. All right, and I do mean very few. I'm the brother Yarmaya from the Great Millstone Chicago camp, basically coming back to you with another lesson. This lesson is concerning the downfall of this Edomite. All right. I was watching this video earlier that this Benjamite dude, he looked like some type of dude from the UK or some shit. He had two Edomites, on a podcast, and you could see that ancient hatred boiling on the man, and he was vividly explaining how he told his daughters, not to fuck with black men and how they get cut off and this, that, and the third. And normal, and how most of these Edomites feel. And I still end up blacking their daughters anyway, But, and many more guys like me. Because look, the so-called white man's stock is going down in the earth. All right, because the Israelites out here, all right, boldly professing Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai in their face, man. All right, so far beyond all they believed. All right, he can't get the rope no more. He can't get the pickup truck. All right, all his sons wish they was niggas. All his daughters want to be with niggas. And Esau wish he wasn't a so-called white man. I had hey, look, his Edomite woman said, yeah, I got to have a baby with a melanated man, with a black or a brown man. Because I don't want the world to look at my son like they look at my father. And that's powerful. And that's how most of they women feel. Hey, look, the downfall of a society or a nation when you see the condition of their women. Look at the condition of our women. Look what Esau, how he conditioned our women. All right? But all that backfired on this punk-ass nigga because he's going down. Matter of fact, let me get this real quick. Because, this is what the so-called white man is going through. This is why his ass bugged out on fentanyl, bent over. All right, now it's a crisis. But when he put dope in our community, it was a war on drugs. They put your mom on the dope. They put the kids in DCFS. All right, and put the fathers in jail and let the good times roll in and the money and all the things he benefit for the hatred that he had towards us. But it's his fucking turn, man. Hey, Esau, I stay with one of your daughters on my fucking lap. And the whole world know that. Pussy. All right? And you ain't coming back. America ain't going to be great again. America going to be destroyed with thermonuclear fire, man. Thus said the Lord, thus said the Holy Bible. Fuck you. This is Deuteronomy 30:7. It says, and Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. All right? That's what's happening right now. The so-called white man understands that who is Esau, Edom. All right, who the Lord clearly ain't dealing with. He understands that his time is up. This is Sirach 10 and verse 8. It says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated. Salakia, read. The kingdom is translated from one people to another. All right, reading here, I got my apocrypha with me. So this got to come out. All right. This is 2nd Ezra 6 and verse 8. It said, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born. Who is Jacob? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, and your seed has been scattered abroad that may look like Esau or the other nations. All right, but the true seed of Esau, Edom, all right, and also the other heathen nations, whether it be Ishmael, Moab, and see, they not mentioned right here, so forth and so on, because this thing is about Esau and Jacob. All right. It said, and he said unto me, verse 8, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand healed first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. See, so Esau's age is ending. All right, and we are coming into our age. We're coming into our time. We're coming into our rulership. And this is why this man is losing grip on the earth, man. Because he's done. He has nothing else to do but live it up his last short moments and then come down with that great wrath, because ain't nothing else happening for you. You're going to continue to lose. You're going to be more bugged out. You're going to be more doped out. You're going to see more niggas fucking your chicks. All right? You're going to see your little kids. You got this fucking nigga, Lil Uzi Vert, at a damn bar mitzvah. All right? Wanted to be niggas, man. Because the so-called white man is going out of stock because it wasn't made for him to rule. He's a base man. The Lord only set him up over us because we went off, man. All right? But the Lord also said, it's what they call, I think the right terminology, catch 22. All right? Because the Lord said, he that touches you touches the apple of his eye. And he let Esau do that to us, man. But now it's our turn. And our turn is beginning. And that's why we had his truth. And that's why we had his word in these times that we in right now. This is Lamentations 4:21. It says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and thou shalt make thyself naked. And that's the so-called white man. It said, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. You see, he said it should no more carry away into captivity. All right? From the time of you buck breaking, you lynching us, you putting bags over a father head, breeding, making him fuck his daughter, making the son fuck up mama, breeding farms. All right, your friends come over. You could take your woman, you on a plantation. You an Israelite. The so-called white man come in, look. You seen that movie 12 Years a Slave. You seen Goodbye Uncle Tom. All right. Roots. Especially the first series of Roots that was made in the 70s with John Amos and LeVar Burton played Kunta Kinte. All right. With Chicken George. You see the atrocities and the mindset and the evil that this man has put on us. Now forward to the latter times. He locked you up. He put dope on you. Got you in prison killing each other. All right. Putting dope in your community, drugs in your community. He's totally pimped out the black woman. He turned the black woman into a monster, man. He turned the black woman into a monster, man. All right, and he can still take you and snatch you and do whatever the fuck he want to you, man. Look what he doing with the Latin tribes, with ICE, all right? Because that's the prophecy of him going down as well, man. That's his last stop. He has to do this. Like that punk-ass Edomite I was speaking about earlier with his daughters. Nigga, you a fucking punk. Your woman want a nigga. Your daughter want a nigga. All right, you ain't even finna have, if you got a woman, you ain't finna have her for long, man. And that's folly, but nobody want to be around a fucking wife. You don't even wash your fucking hands, man, when you leave the bathroom, man. Curses on you just because you a bitch-ass nigga. And he in the right spirit. He in the Edomite spirit. But look, Esau's going down. You a servant. You don't have a fucking say-so. All right? And you can see the hatred in his eyes, man. That perpetual hatred. Look, devil. Like I said, I claimed his daughters just for him saying that shit. And his woman ain't going to be his woman. I claim her for another brother. I claim her for the elder Malcolm. Punk-ass nigga. And this is all they got left. This is Revelations 12:12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, and ye woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is coming down unto you, having great wrath. Why? Why? Because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. See, this man understands that he's getting revealed through the spirit of Yahweh, spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai on a daily basis. And this prophet starting with the men of the Lord. All right, the men of great millstone. All right, the true men of the Lord. I don't speak for any other Israelite camp. I'm Jeremiah. I'm the brother Murph. You know, I'm from the Great Millstone Chicago camp. I was taught by the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. None of these weird Johnny-come-lately internet or podcast Israelite niggers. I didn't learn the truth from them. All right. I just want to put that disclaimer because, see, they trying to say these same devils. All right. They telling you an Israelite, grow a beard and get a black woman and all this other bullshit, wear your fringes to work, do all these, you know, be all that you can be. These niggas trying to get all militant in the army, but all of them talking about Christ, man. They saying the C word. They telling you the so-called white man can make it. But this devil is going down. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. That's America. Mystery Babylon the Great. That place which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt while our Lord was crucified. And that's America. Because his reputation, his image, and the so-called white man told you he was God, man. And he made you niggas think that way. And that's why you think this way about yourself today. And that's why you niggas even look at you 2/3, all right? Because, the so-called white man going into slavery, but you 2/3 of Israel got to get destroyed, man. Because you think this man is God. But it was part of the curses for us to go down like that. He said a great falling away must come first. Then the man of sin shall be revealed. This man of sin being revealed right now. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take millstones and gird the mill. Uncover thy locks and make bare the leg. Uncover the thigh and pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. So the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi is coming to destroy this man. All right? And we going to have his daughters for concubines. We going to have his men as slaves. All right? They're going to be slaves. The Apostle Elder Tahar always bring it out. To be blessed, all right, you have to have slaves. The so-called white man is going into slavery. Hardcore bondage. Hey, the Lord put the apple of his eye, the Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans into slavery. What you think he gonna do to the bases of men? You going to fuck down. This is Revelations 2:26. It says, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him I will give power over the nations. There ain't gonna be no fucking equality. And there ain't no equality over here. That's just that shit they preach to spin you Negroes and Latinos. It says, and she shall, that's part of his witchcraft as well. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. I will give him the morning star. He that have an ear to hear, let him hear what the Spirit said to the churches. So the Lord is going to set us up in rulership. We're going to have slaves. All right. We're going to have the law, statutes, and commandments in our inward part. All right. We're going to have right to the tree of life again. All right. We're not going to be able to sin. All right. And the scriptures say the wages of sin is death. So the Israelite man is going to be immortal. He's going to live forever. All right. The Lord talked about blessing his men hundredfold, man. All right. We're going to have hundreds of wives. We're going to have thousands of wives, man. All right. We going to know, and they going to be all women. Ain't no other man going to have sex with them from the time they born to the time they die but you. You ain't going to have to worry about reading shit before you eat it, man. Putting a condom on, going to work, paying a fucking bill. You know? Shit that's unheard of. All right? To an Israelite. You know, this is our captivity. Going to the penitentiary, man. You know? Child support. All these wicked ass, all this wickedness that the so-called white man did to you bitch ass niggas, and you still trying to save them, man. And this man sees himself, he himself sees himself going the fuck down. But you niggas got to go down with the so-called white man. The only difference is you going to come back in the kingdom whenever the Lord see fit, and you going to suffer a punishment, everlasting shame and content till the Lord see fit. And then you going to come back into your regalia. But you niggas got to go. This is Psalms 149 and verse 1. It says, praise ye Yahweh, sing unto Yahweh a new song, and to sing of his praise in the congregation of the saints. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king. Let them praise his name in the dance. Let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel and harp. And I could just hear the Apostle Elder Tahar say, see? Let's not talk about the white man. He don't know how to dance. For real, man. You know, you see somebody that can sing and dance. Look that gay ass nigga Elton John, right? He Israelite. Justin Timberlake, Israelite. All right. You got Bobby Cadwell. You know, they call it that blue-eyed soul. Them Israelites. All right. A lot of my uncles, you know, my mother's side look like them. You know, my grandma, she was an Irish lady. She was Israelite. My great grandma. Well, my grandfather was, and he was a Cherokee. He was a Gaddite. This is my mama people, right? But all my uncles get their fucking blonde hair and shit. They got the eyes and shit. They got them slick back white boy, but they Israelites. You know, that's why the Lord said his heritage unto him is a speckled bird. All right, but this is how you know that this. So you know, this ain't a black white thing. This is an Esau Jacob thing. All right, I'm an Israelite. You know, this Israelite. This was a black Hebrew. Ain't no such thing as a fucking black Hebrew Israelite. All right, that's just for the record. This verse 4 says, Yahweh taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth. And let the two-edged sword in their hand. And wait a minute. The two-edged sword in their hand to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. Starting with you elite. All right? The ones who gonna make it out of the thermonuclear destruction. They're gonna get snatched out them bunkers. All right? And it's gonna be continual employment, like it says in the book of Ezekiel. All right? Like he says in Amos, though thou dig into hell, from this I will bring thee. You know? He gonna bring you up. The elect gonna be hunters. The Lord is gonna give us this power. And he gave us the power to understand these scriptures, so you know the physical power has to come as well. Because this is the first war. He said, I will make you fishers, then I will make you hunters. All right, and this is the promise. This is what the Lord told us. His word is faithful and true. It says to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all ye his saints. Praise ye Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. And this is why you got to continue in the faith, man. Because I want to put this devil in the motherfucking chain. Personally, man. I want to make it. And I want to say all you 2/3 was fucking wrong. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua was right. Didn't we tell you this man was the fucking devil? You know? You know that first set of crackers, because we had the so-called white man in slavery. When you go into the dark ages, you know, you go into the time of the Moors. You know, now what this man did to us was just wild, man. That hardcore cutting your rod off and shit, buck breaking. See, this man got to pay. So, you know, there was a time Esau couldn't wait to get their hands on us, man. You know? But see, now we're about to get that vengeance. And like the Lord said, he won't meet thee as a man. We coming back. He coming back in angelic force. We coming back. All right, in the angelic force when the Lord, he said he would be caught up with him in the clouds. All right. He goes into how this corrupt body came into the kingdom. It came into the chariot. All right, we're going to be changed in the blink of an eye. We're going to have power, man. And we're going to put this power down, man. We're going to use this power to get our fucking vengeance. Because we not saved, man. The scriptures say he who endures to the end, the same shall be saved. And if you do that, the Lord going to give you the power over this fucking devil. But with that being said, call Elohim, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, B'Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who taught us this truth, and to the hopeful righteous elect out there enduring Shalom.